They actually talked. Wait, what? Jiyoon apologized. What is going on? Oh my god, we're finally going somewhere with this long-ass boring story. Yes, yes. What's up guys, welcome back to another iland recap and review. This is another really long episode, so let's just get straight into it. The episode starts with the reveal of the Love 6 Girls unit judge scores. CB, 90, Junggun, 85, Yuju, 73 and Coco, 93. The new top 6 in order from 1st to 6th are Jimin, Coco, CB, Jiyoon, Fuko, and Juri. The girls move to their new rooms. We get the boring same conflict between Junggun and Jiyoon, who cares, and then we get the next mission announcement. The new mission is a main position test. Once again the units were chosen by the producers. Main vocal unit, Jiyoon and Junggun performing If I Was a Boy by Beyonce. Main rap performance unit, Coco, Yuju performing Spicy by CL. Main dance unit, Sujin, Juwon, Jimin, Mai, CB will be performing Money by Lisa. Finally, all-rounder unit, Juri, Fuko, and Sarang will be performing For Walls by FX. The girls with the highest ranks in their unit choose their position first. First we go to the all-rounder unit, with Fuko as leader and first chooser since she's the highest ranked. The positions are Fuko Part 1, Juri Part 2, and Sarang Part 3. For the rap performance unit, Coco is the leader and takes Part 1 and Yuju is left with Part 2. For main vocal, Jiyoon as the leader chooses Part 1, leaving Junggun with Part 2. Junggun leaves the practice room after a while to practice on her own. I'm gonna ask you guys something. How bored are you of this Junggun vs Jiyoon storyline? Because god, I'm so bored and sick of it. I understand evil editing is to give reality TV an aspect it lacks, which is a storyline. But this whole thing is just so boring and so drawn out. Anyways, for main dance, Jiyoon is leader and she chooses Part 1, CB takes Part 2, Sujin Part 3, my Part 4 and Juwon Part 5. We get an exercise filler for a bit, and then we finally start interim checks. First is For Walls, where Sarang is critiqued for vocals and confidence. The entire group is critiqued for their interpretation and performance of the song. Next is the dance unit, where the entire performance and group is critiqued. Jimin and CB specifically are critiqued for being too focused on specific style of visuals instead of matching the song. Next is vocal unit, and honestly yeah, this was like really bad. The mentors critique them for basically not knowing a single line of the song. Lastly, main rap goes, and they actually did really good, and this is reflected by the mentors using them as an exemplar. Anyways, it's now time for the training flashbacks and final performances. During practice, the story is mostly focused on Sarang practicing her lines, specifically working on her confidence and vocals so they don't crack. The group as a whole practiced their interpretation and presentation of the song. We're gonna go over it soon, but I still don't think the group as a whole nailed the meaning of the song through their stage presence even in the final performance. The set design for all of these performances is absolutely gorgeous, probably one of the greatest in K-pop as a whole. Oh my god. For the performance itself, I think Juri's voice was so amazing, like whoa, it fit so perfectly and sounded so well with the song. Genuinely my favorite voice in the group. Sarang definitely danced the best in my opinion. Her style was really smooth and fluid and fit the song great. However, I didn't really like either of their facial expressions. They felt kind of forced and didn't really fit the song in my opinion. And I've noticed this happens a lot throughout the show with other contestants as well, where their expressions are sometimes way too much for the song and often feel really forced and unnatural. That's why for me personally I liked Fuko the most as whole. I think her stage presence was the most consistent with the song and mellow. Overall, I thought they did great. Despite some mistakes, they all pulled their weight and it was super solid. The mentors actually comment the opposite. They think Fuko didn't really stand out, but I really disagree. You don't need crazy facial expressions to have good stage presence, especially if the song does not call for it. The Don't Show the Live audience score for this performance. For practice, there actually isn't much of conflict or stressing. It was just Yuju and Coco having fun, which I absolutely loved. They should do this so much more, show the girls being themselves, having fun. Now I love Coco and Yuju so much more because I know who they are, I know what they're like. Yes, of course you don't know these girls. What applies to evil editing also applies to positive editing. But this is just so much more effective because you're giving these girls a story that's theirs, that's beyond the present mission and can extend further. The performance was so fucking incredible, oh my god. So amazing, both of them did so good. This genuinely might be one of my favorite performances of this show, oh my god, it was so good. I can't even describe it, you just have to watch it yourself. We then move on to the next performance. Their practice is focused on interpreting the song, with CB being critiqued for not knowing the lyrics of her part. Jimin is also critiqued for her style of performance. My struggles with the dance during practice, which makes her not try as hard. Prior to the practice, Mai's critiques from the other trainees made her cry, which is where Sujin is the first to comfort her. See y'all, this is why we don't base a person's entire character and relationship on a single conversation. Sujin was the first to notice my crying and the first to get up and hug her. This is not really related to the practice, but it seems they're really pushing Coco to the forefront. She's appeared in every one of the practice montages so far and has had probably the most screen time in the episode. I liked the performance itself. I think they all did great. Mai has gotten so much better at her stage presence. It feels a lot more natural and less over-exaggerated than when we started the show. I actually really like it. And while I normally really enjoy CB as a performer, I think something that could make it perfect is her control. I think her expressions are actually really natural and well-suited. It's just that they're so constant during the performance that makes it look a lot more awkward and a bit over-exaggerated. If she were to space it out or lessen the intensity when she's not center or focused, it's really elevate her performance and make it more fluid. The other girls did amazing. I can't really choose who's my favorite, but my top are definitely Juwon, Sujin, and Jimin. They did great. They actually talked. Wait, what? Jiyoon apologized. What is going on? Oh my god, we're finally going somewhere with this long-ass boring story. Yes. Jiyoon apologizes for her actions, and Junggun expresses how she felt. I think this more or less shows that yes, Jiyoon's decisions in part 1 were an active choice. And I think it's totally fair to critique those actions and decisions, especially since it seems it did hurt Junggun. But also I hope you guys remember that these are teenage girls. Jiyoon is just going to turn 19 in a couple of weeks and Junggun is turning 17 in a couple as well. Calling these girls, especially Jiyoon, grown and immature is so weird to me, especially since neither are in their 20s and since both of them have spent their entire childhood training and practicing. Regardless of their age, they're not grown because they haven't had the chance to. I'm glad this is resolved and I hope Jiyoon can grow from this. And if we take her actions as truthful from both her role as leader in the previous mission and this one as well, I think she genuinely has grown. You can absolutely call out their behavior, but also let them have a chance to grow and learn. The performance was so great, oh my god, so amazing. Jiyoon's emotion and tone is so soothing to listen to. Junggun's notes are so flawless and clean, and when they started harmonizing, oh my god, I ascended, God took the wheel. After that's finished, the girls go back and we get the live audience results. First, Coco, 266 votes second. Jimin, 252 votes third. Fuko, 250 votes fourth. CB, 243 votes fifth. Sarang, 238 votes sixth. Jiyoon, 237 votes seventh. Yuri, 233 votes 8th. Mai, 204 votes 9th. Yuju, 200 votes 10th. Juwon, 195 votes 11th. Junggun, 187 votes 12th. Sujin, 150 votes. The producer scores for the all-rounder team: Yuri 89, Sarang 84, Fuko 82. Main vocal: Jiyoon 91, Junggun 80. Main dance: Mai, Sujin, and Juwon all got 77. CB 81, Jimin 97. Rap performance: Coco 96, Yuju 80. The new top 6: Coco, Jimin, Jiyoon, Fuko, Yuri, Sarang. Anyways, that's it for today. I think this was a really good episode. I'm still gonna clickbait. There's only 2 more weeks until the final lineup is revealed, so who are you hoping for? Bye.